Welcome back to In Case You Missed It, the show where I fill you in on everything that happened yesterday in the sports world. I am your host, Michael Cake, and let's get right into the action. Sebastian Aho becomes the Carolina Hurricanes' all-time leading playoff goal scorer with his 20th goal as the Hurricanes defeat the New York Islanders 5-2 to take a 3-1 lead. Aho also added 2 assists in this one as he was dominant for the Hurricanes, making up for the fact that they were without Svechnikov and Teravainen in this one. Antti Ranta made 27 saves to earn himself a victory, while Seth Jarvis had 2 goals for the Hurricanes. Bo Horvat scored a short-handed goal for his first playoff goal as an Islander, but he said after the game that he has to be better. Ilya Sorokin has a rare off night for the Islanders, allowing 5 goals on 29 shots. Hurricanes power play was the difference maker in this one as they scored 2 goals of their 5 goals in this one on the man advantage. The Islanders will look to avoid losing the series in 5 games as the series shifts back to PNC Arena on Tuesday. Taylor Hall has 2 goals and 2 assists as the Boston Bruins defeat the Florida Panthers 6-2 to give them the 3-1 series lead. Hall now has a team leading 7 points in 4 games these playoffs, picking up his game with Patrice Bergeron being out. Linus Ullmark was fantastic in this one, making 41 saves for the Bruins, while also getting physical as he went after Panthers star Matthew Tkachuk late in the third period as he received a game misconduct. Panthers turned to Sergei Bobrovsky in this one as the Russian netminder allowed 5 goals on 30 shots in the loss. Matthew Tkachuk was a bright spot for the Panthers in this one, scoring a goal and an assist before the scuffle with Ullmark, which also showed the end of his night. Bruins will look to end the series on Wednesday when the series shifts back to Boston in Game 5. Jake Oettinger made 32 saves as the Dallas Stars defeated the Minnesota Wild in a tightly contested 3-2 win to even up the series at 2 apiece. Tyler Seguin scored 2 goals on the power play, and Roope Hintz continued his strong playoff run as he added 3 assists for the Stars. Minnesota showed some fight in this one, scoring 2 goals in the third to make this one interesting, but they could not get the puck past Jake Oettinger in the dying seconds to tie this one up. John Klingberg led the way for the Wild with a goal and an assist as he now has 4 points in 2 games in a series that saw the Swedish defenseman facing off against the team that he played 8 seasons with. The Dallas Stars look to build on their momentum as the teams head back to Dallas for a pivotal Game 5 at American Airlines Center on Tuesday. The Edmonton Oilers come back from a 3-0 deficit as Hyman scores the OT winner to defeat the LA Kings 5-4 to knot up their series at 2. This game was back and forth the whole way as the Kings scored 3 in the first, the Oilers scored 3 in the second, and the 2 teams traded goals in the third before the Oilers came through in overtime for the win. Leon Draisaitl continues to dominate as he scored 2 goals and an assist in this one, giving him the league lead in points these playoffs with 9. Jack Campbell was huge for the Oilers after relieving Stuart Skinner after he allowed 3 goals on 11 shots. Campbell stopped 27 of his 28 shots to help the Oilers come back in this one. Kevin Fiala had 2 assists in his return to action, and Arvidsson added a goal and an assist for the Kings. A crucial Game 5 matchup goes Tuesday in Edmonton. Looking forward to tonight, Jack Hughes and the New Jersey Devils will look to take both games in MSG as they face off against Chris Kreider and the New York Rangers. Mitch Marner and the Toronto Maple Leafs look to take a 3-1 series lead over Braden Point and the Tampa Bay Lightning. Kyle Connor and the Winnipeg Jets look to bounce back and tie the series against Jack Eichel and the Vegas Golden Knights, and the late game sees Vince Dunn and the Seattle Kraken taking on Mikko Rantanen and the Colorado Avalanche. Moving on to the NBA, the New York Knicks win at MSG again as they defeat the Cleveland Cavaliers 102-93. Canadian RJ Barrett stepped up in this one once again for the Knicks, scoring 26, while former Villanova teammates Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart scored 29 and 19 respectively in the win. Julius Randle continues to struggle in this series, shooting 3 from 10 from the field. Although I would too if I was being guarded by Evan Mobley every game. Darius Garland had 23 and 10 for the Cavs as the rest of the team struggled offensively. Donovan Mitchell only scored 11 in this one as he shot just 5 for 18 from the field and had 6 turnovers. Rebounds were the difference in this one as the New York Knicks had 17 offensive boards leading to 21 second chance points. Mitchell Robinson led the way with 7 offensive rebounds. The Cavs will look to stay alive in Game 5 on Wednesday in Cleveland. Harrison Barnes misses the game-winning shot as the Golden State Warriors defeat the Sacramento Kings 126-125 to knot this fantastic series at 2-2. Stephen Curry had 32 for the Warriors as Klay Thompson added 26, Jordan Poole had 22, and Andrew Wiggins had 18. Jaren Fox had 38 for the Kings, but it was not enough in this one. This game was back and forth all game as both teams were fantastic offensively in this one, but in the end, the fantastic Warriors showed that they are the defending NBA champions. Domantas Sabonis had 14, 7, and 8 for the Kings, while Keegan Murray had 23. Draymond Green returned after serving a 1-game suspension as he had 12, 10, and 7 for the Warriors off the bench. However, his antics continued as he received a double technical after getting into it with De'Aaron Fox. The Kings will look to take advantage of home court in Game 5 as the series continues Wednesday. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown score 31 apiece as the Boston Celtics defeat the Atlanta Hawks 129-121 to take a 3-1 series lead. Trae Young, DeJounte Murray, and DeAndre Hunter tried to get the Hawks back in this one in the second half, but it wasn't enough as the Celtics had an answer on offense throughout the game. Points in the paint were key in this one as the Celtics got into the paint at will, scoring 56 points compared to the Atlanta Hawks 44 to score the easier buckets. John Collins struggled in this one once again, scoring just 5 points on 1 of 9 shooting in 24 minutes of action. On the other side, Robert Williams had a huge game off the bench, scoring 13 and adding 15 rebounds, while also having 2 steals and 2 blocks defensively in just 20 minutes of action. Celtics will look to end the series at home as Game 5 goes at TD Garden on Tuesday. Anthony Edwards scored 34 as the Minnesota Timberwolves stay alive with a 114-108 OT win over the Denver Nuggets. Karl-Anthony Towns added 17 and 11 for the Timberwolves before fouling out in 36 minutes. Nikola Jokic had a fantastic game in this one with 43, 11, and 6 for the Nuggets. Missed free throws cost the Denver Nuggets in this one as the team shot 67% from the line in this one, hitting just 12 of 8, while the Timberwolves shot a still bad 77%, but they hit 17 of 22. Former Utah Jazz standouts Mike Conley and Rudy Gobert played huge roles in this one for the Wolves as Conley had 19 and 8, while Rudy Gobert had 14 and 15. Jamal Murray had 19 for the Nuggets, but shot a mediocre 2 from 7 from the 3-point line in this one. The Wolves will look to extend this series once again as the series goes back to Denver on Tuesday. Looking ahead to tonight's slate of games, Milwaukee Bucks star Giannis Antetokounmpo returns as they look to knot up the series against the Miami Heat. And the LA Lakers look to take a commanding 3-1 lead over the Memphis Grizzlies at Crypto.com Arena. There was a 15-game slate in the MLB last night. Let's go through them. Bats powered the Phillies past the Colorado Rockies 9-3 as the team hits 4 home runs. Velasquez has 10 Ks through 7 innings as the first-place Pittsburgh Pirates win their 7th straight game in a 2-0 win over the Cincinnati Reds. The Baltimore Orioles walk off the Detroit Tigers 2-1 after a wild pitch by Mason Englert allows Adam Frazier to score. Kevin Gausman has a dominant performance through 7 innings as the Toronto Blue Jays defeat the New York Yankees 5-1. The Houston Astros rally late behind Alvarez's 2-run single to defeat the Atlanta Braves 5-2. Logan Allen has 8 Ks through 6 innings as the Cleveland Guardians exact revenge on the Miami Marlins 7-4. The Tampa Bay Rays defeat the Chicago White Sox 4-1 for their 13th consecutive win at home. Bailey Ober wins his first game of the season to lead the Minnesota Twins past the Washington Nationals 3-1. Masataka Yoshida hits 2 homers in the 8th inning as the Boston Red Sox clobber the Milwaukee Brewers 12-5. Mookie Betts has 4 RBIs as the LA Dodgers defeat the Chicago Cubs 7-3 to win the 4-game set 3-1. Jacob deGrom fans 11 in 6 innings as the Texas Rangers defeat the lousy Oakland A's 5-2. Ward, Trout, and Ohtani hit back-to-back homers as the LA Angels defeat the Kansas City Royals 4-3. Nootbaar and Gorman both homer as the St. Louis Cardinals defeat the Seattle Mariners 7-3. Ryan Carpenter drives in 5 runs as the San Diego Padres defeat the Arizona Diamondbacks 7-5. Estrada hits a homer as the San Francisco Giants defeat the New York Mets 5-4 in a battle of the bullpens. And in annoying news, the New York Jets and the Green Bay Packers re-engage in trade talks for Aaron Rodgers, raising the question of why hasn't this trade been done already? Just hurry up and do it. Holy crap. And that is everything from yesterday's action. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you tomorrow in case you missed it.